welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire, for those of you that don't know me. And before I get started on this review, I just want to say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please do, because I do a lot of beauty related videos. So like I do makeup tutorials on myself, on clients, and I always have like skincare or product reviews. If that interests you, then please subscribe, because I always forget to say this at the start of the video. Let's get started on this review. So the product I will be talking about is the Nip+Fab Glycolic Fix Night Pads. Now these are the extreme ones. I really like these. You can get the not extreme ones, but to me when they say extreme, because if you've watched my other videos, like I've used Dr. Dennis Gross Peel Pads, they're the same amount of glycolic in that, which I'll get into later. It is like if you want to start off and you've never started on like any chemical kind of exfoliants before, then you can always start with other one which is not extreme. This is like a cheaper alternative to Dr. Dennis Gross Peel Pads. I love the Dr. Dennis Gross Peel Pads, but I just find that they're so pricey, especially here in Australia. We can get them from Mecca. And I noticed when I was using them, I think they were about $108 or something like that, and it gave you like 30 pads, and you get 2-step pads that you have to do. So all up it's like you get 30 uses. And with these ones, you get 60 pads. And bear in mind, like I don't use them every day, so it's pretty much the same deal. Like if you want to go watch my Dr. Dennis Gross review on these pads, I'll leave it down below, because then you can kind of see what I'm talking about in this video, how they compare. So I really like these, and yes, they are like a great alternative. I think they're just as good and you get more for your money. Like I got this at Priceline, which is pretty much like a drugstore or pharmacy that sells a lot of skincare and makeup, everything like that. And then we're having like a 40% off skincare. So I think I'm gonna have to like do my research. I think these are normally about $30, but I got them for, I think it was around 21 or 20, which I think is really, really good. And I only use these probably once a week now. And if you've watched the other video, you know that when I use like grainy kind of exfoliants, my skin doesn't react well to it. So this is like a chemical exfoliant. It's like a little pad, and it's soaked with the liquid, and it smells really like citrusy. Pretty much, I don't know if you can see it, but one side is really textured and the other side is really smooth, and you just wipe it all over your face. I do my face and my neck. Whatever I put on my face, I love to bring down onto my neck. Yeah, and it just exfoliates all the dead skin away, and then you're left with a really nice smooth canvas. So when you put on makeup, it just goes on that much better. I've noticed that, you know, the same results pretty much, so less breakouts, less redness, and also taking away like pretty much diminishing like scars, like just fading them a little bit. And the only thing is, when you wear this, make sure that you wear sunscreen during the day. It's obviously taking off a layer of skin and just making it more susceptible to the sun. So I usually do this at night, and you're meant to just, like for Dr. Dennis Gross, you do the first step and then you wait, I think, a few minutes, I can't remember now, and then you put the second step on. But whereas with these, it's kind of like you just wipe them all over your face and you're done. Then you can put on like your other nightly products, but I just pretty much use that and an under eye cream, and then I'm good to go to bed. So I'll talk about the ingredients in these. So it's got 5% glycolic acid, which is what the Dr. Dennis Gross pads have. Pretty much that just helps like exfoliate the skin and help with texture and things like that, which is really good. This also has salicylic acid in it, which you know probably that it helps like unclog pores. So it's great for if you have like acne prone skin or breakouts. And then it's got lactic acid, which kind of like helps break down, I guess, the bond between the dead skin cells. So in other words, it just helps get rid of dead skin. So that's pretty much the main ingredients. And like I said, you can get the lower strength one, which is, I think it's like 2%, don't quote me on it, but it's a little bit less in the glycolic acid if you're scared. I mean, I have really sensitive skin, and I find that this is really good for me. Like I don't react to it at all. I'd probably do it like say after the weekend, just because it can bring some like impurities to the surface. Not like a lot, but I just noticed like after I did it the other day, I got like one tiny little pimple, but I don't normally get pimples that much. Some people are complaining about the smell. I don't mind the smell. It just smells like citrusy to me. which is like quite refreshing. I don't mind it, and once you put it on, you don't really like smell it afterwards, if you know what I mean, like it just goes away. I'm finding that it's really helping with everything pretty much that the Dr. Dennis Gross ones were, and it's like literally like so much less. I was gonna say like half, but it's not, it's like way less. So if you're wanting the same results, but just if you've got like a, you know, not as big a budget, then it's great and you get more for your money. You can use these like every other day. If you haven't used them before, then you can slowly build up to using them every other day. But for me, I find that I need to exfoliate probably once or twice a week. Usually during the week I don't really wear makeup, so it's mainly like the weekend, like today I used it, like I've got makeup on, so then when Monday comes I feel like my skin just needs a really good clean, if that makes sense. I'll show you what it looks like as well, just so you know what the packaging looks like, because they do vary a little bit. This one's just got extreme on it. But that's all I really can think of to say. Just that my skin is pretty much been really good, because I haven't used the Dr. Dennis ones for a while, and just because I just thought it was ridiculous paying that much, and they, you know, only lasted me like not that long, maybe a few months. And like with these, I get so much more for the money. So same results, like I feel like my skin looks better, looks smoother. When you've kind of exfoliated that top layer of skin, whatever products you put on top of that, so your other skincare items, they're just going to sink in even better and work even better as well. If you have any questions or I've missed anything at all, guys, then please leave a comment down below. And I really hope this was helpful, and if it is, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye!